Gratitude for all things. The Foundation of Growth and Harmony Lecture 13661. Question. In celebration of Parents' Day and Teachers' Day in May, I'd like to ask the Master's thoughts on a matter close to my heart. When we were young, expressing gratitude felt difficult and awkward. These days, however, it has become natural and even ceremonial to offer thanks, such as giving carnations with ribbons to show appreciation. Beyond simply saying, "Thank you," what kind of attitude allows that gratitude to be heartfelt and truly conveyed from the heart? Answer. There are many forms of gratitude. There is formal gratitude, heartfelt gratitude, and something in between. The energy and weight behind each kind are different. When we express genuine gratitude that carries substance, life never becomes difficult. It is only when we live without gratitude that hardship truly begins. This world, in fact, constantly gives us reasons to be thankful, yet we often fail to see them. Among the teachings I offer, look for just a few examples. The very fact that you were born is something to be grateful for. Being born as a human on this earth is already a profound blessing. Even being deceived by someone is something to be thankful for, because it helps you recognize the ways in which you may have been vulnerable to deception. If you gain that awareness, then you can truly be thankful. When someone insults you, but you reflect on it and gain insight, that too becomes a moment for gratitude. From the moment we are born into this world in physical form, there has never been even 0.1 millimeters of space in which gratitude does not belong. The fact that we exist here is of great significance. Every experience we go through is meant to help us grow, and the problem is simply that we do not yet recognize the true value of those experiences. When someone upsets us, we tend to hate them right away. But these are not things to hate, they are lessons we must go through. What makes it difficult is not the event itself, but our lack of understanding in how to process and resolve it. Having studied the laws of nature, I could not keep this knowledge to myself. That's why I've taken it upon myself to gradually share what I've learned. And I say again, there is not a single thing in this world that is unworthy of gratitude. Even our sacrifices, especially those that shape our souls, deserve to be deeply appreciated. If we do not know how to be grateful, we become entangled in attachment. In such cases, even the souls of the spiritual realm cannot come and go freely. Why? Because they are trapped in feelings of injustice and thus cannot access gratitude. Many souls remain bound in this way. When we study deeply, even divine beings learn alongside us. This place of learning benefits not just humans but the spirit world as well. Though we may have endured hardships and sacrifices until now, we must move forward into lives of meaning and radiance, achieving human triumph. This is the path of Hanjik Ingan, of benefiting humanity, and we must now enter a time when people who embody these values are respected and honored. We owe thanks to all of humanity, for we have grown through sacrifice. Even the divine beings have made sacrifices to help us evolve, and for that, we must be grateful. Though we do not need to explain all of this in depth right away, continued study will reveal even deeper truths. One day, we will discuss how the earth was formed, how the universe came to be, and how it all operates. These are matters for specialists to unfold. What we must understand now is our need to give thanks to nature itself. Nature is composed entirely of material energy, and it nurtures the mass of our spirit as we engage with it. The very cells of our body are the closest connection to this energy. By using this material energy, we are allowed to expand, not only physically but spiritually, here on Earth. This is something of immense value. We must understand that every experience is an opportunity to grow, to build discernment, and to cultivate the self. There is not a single thing in this world that does not deserve our gratitude. I say this with certainty. And if you ever feel unsure, if you feel the need to question, please do. I will answer everything, one by one, until there is nothing left to question. That is why we study, to unravel these truths. And as we do, the capabilities we develop will begin to influence all of humanity. From this day forward, let us walk in gratitude. Leaders who embody Hanjik Ingan must be the first to give thanks, and through them, a new era of respect and service to humankind must begin. Main script summary in this lecture. Master Cheon Gong reminds us that true gratitude is not just about polite words, it's an energy, a way of living. Even painful experiences, like betrayal or insult, hold hidden lessons that help us grow. When we see life as a gift, even its hardest moments, our soul expands and freedom begins. Through gratitude, we align with the laws of nature, connect with our higher self, and contribute to a more harmonious humanity. The true meaning of gratitude and its power in life. Master Cheon Gong teaches that expressing gratitude should not just be a polite gesture or a yearly tradition, it should come from the heart. There are different kinds of gratitude. Formal gratitude, genuine, heartfelt gratitude, something in between. Even though the words may be the same, each kind carries a different energy. When gratitude is genuine, it creates a powerful force that helps us overcome life's difficulties. On the other hand, a lack of gratitude often marks the beginning of hardship. There is something to be thankful for in everything. Even negative experiences, being deceived, criticized, or wronged, can be reasons for gratitude. Why? Because they help us reflect and grow. If someone cheats you, it shows where you were vulnerable. If someone insults you, and you use that moment to gain wisdom, it becomes a blessing in disguise. Every event in life is a tool for growth. There is not a single moment or experience that doesn't carry something to be thankful for. Gratitude sets us free. Without gratitude, we become trapped in emotions like resentment and attachment. Even the soul becomes stuck in such energy. Gratitude, however, unlocks our ability to grow, learn, and evolve. Master Cheon Gong says that not only humans, but even spirits and divine beings benefit from this learning. That's how powerful and meaningful this study is. It supports the growth of all beings. Be grateful for nature. The world around us, our bodies, our cells, the earth, the universe, is made of energy. Nature provides the environment we need to grow spiritually and mentally. Through this natural energy, we can expand our consciousness, strengthen our soul, become better, more complete human beings. That is why we must be grateful for nature, life, and the opportunities we are given each day. Opening a new era of gratitude and humanity. Finally, Master Cheon Gong emphasizes that leaders of the Hanjik Ingan spirit, those who aim to benefit humanity, must lead with gratitude. The time has come to move beyond struggle and sacrifice into a life of meaningful action, human victory, global respect for those who uplift others. Let us remember, gratitude is not a small feeling. It is the foundation of growth, peace, and harmony, not just for individuals, but for all of humanity. This is the story based on the above articles. The day I finally gave thanks. Inspirational fiction. Growth. Gratitude based on the teachings of Master Cheon Gong. Beneath the gray skies of Seoul, the rain fell without pause. Min-seo sat in silence, staring out the hospital window. On the table beside her lay a diagnosis that felt like a sentence. Advanced endometriosis. Surgery is unavoidable. The simple words shattered her sense of time. Why me? The question echoed again and again. She had lived her life kindly, quietly. She had never harmed anyone. And yet, life had driven her into this corner without warning. A few days later, while scrolling through her phone with no real purpose, a YouTube video popped up. Every pain is a gift. Master Cheon Gong. She nearly skipped it. A gift? This? She muttered. Still, something about the calm, firm voice in the thumbnail made her press play. When someone deceives you, it's a gift showing where you were unguarded. When someone insults you, and it leads you to reflect and grow, that too is a blessing. There is nothing in this world that isn't worthy of gratitude. The words unsettled something inside her. That night, for the first time, Min-seo whispered through tears, "Thank you. I'm still here." A few days later, a nurse came into her room. "Today is Parents' Day. Do you have any visitors?" Min-seo smiled. "My parents are in the countryside. I told them I'm doing fine." She tried to sound cheerful, but her chest felt hollow. That evening, someone appeared at the end of the hallway. Her high school teacher, Ms. Park. "I heard you were here, Min-seo. I had to come," the teacher said. She handed Min-seo a red carnation and sat by her bedside. "You've always said thank you to others," she said softly. "But I wonder, have you ever thanked yourself?" Min-seo didn't answer, but her eyes filled with tears. Ms. Park continued, "Try it. Tell yourself, thank you for surviving. Start there." That night, Min-seo opened her journal and wrote her first real entry in months. "Min-seo, thank you for holding on. She then did something she never expected. She listed the names of people who had hurt her, those who lied, betrayed, or left her. Next to each name, she wrote, "Thank you. You made me stronger." Months later, Minseo walked out of the hospital, fully recovered. The world looked different. Even the noisy streets and cloudy skies felt like gifts. She began volunteering at a small community center, listening to people struggling through their own storms. When someone cried, Minseo gently said, "This pain you're going through, it may one day whisper to you, I helped you grow. Thank you for not giving up." And somehow, those words always brought stillness, followed by the tiniest smile. Closing, Minseo's life had completely changed. She no longer ran from pain. She saw meaning in it. She had become someone who could say, "Thank you," to even the hardest days. She had learned a truth that only life's depth can teach. Gratitude does not begin when life is easy. It begins when you find meaning in the struggle. What have you recently learned to be thankful for? Share your moment of growth in the comments. Has hardship ever led you to a deeper insight? Let us know below. What does gratitude mean to you? We'd love to hear your thoughts.